Hey TVC kids, I wanted to bring yet another wonderful kid from around the world. This is Tylene and she is from Vietnam. You guys want to learn about her? All right, here we go. Tylene is 9 years old. How many of you guys are 9? All right. And lives in the mountains of northern Vietnam. She belongs to a tribe of hill people called the Dao. She and her family live in a tiny community called a Tam. It's like a little village. It's called a Tam, which is almost 3 miles from the nearest village. So that's kind of far because I'm guessing they don't have a lot of cars. All right, looking at this. They are self-sufficient, growing their own food and making their own clothes. Their community has its own supply of hydroelectricity produced from water in a nearby lake. So that means that their electricity is made by a wheel of some kind in the lake, stirring the water up, and that is their electricity. Isn't that cool? If you really want to learn about that, Isaiah did his 5th grade science project on that. He could give you all the details. He knows more than me. But I think it's cool. They're very self-sufficient, right? Is anybody else planting your own food this year? I think this year more than ever, people are doing that. So I've started doing some. I love to hear about what you guys are doing, but they do it all the time. It's not like we'll plant some tomatoes, but we'll go to this grocery store for the other stuff. They do it all the time. And so here's her family, and she's got 2 brothers and her, and I love this little outfit she wears. Her hair is brown, but you can't see it because it's covered with her scarf, and she wears the traditional Dao outfit called a lam chu, and it has several different pieces, and her favorite is the skirt, and then she wraps her legs with fabric, and it's like a legging. But look at their skirt. Can you see her skirt? Her skirt is called batik. That's the fabric. Have you guys, anybody done batik? You do it with wax and dyes. Well, her mom made this skirt for her. She uses batik to make patterns on the pieces of cloth, and she puts wax on the parts that she wants to leave white, and then she dyes the cloth. When it's changed color, she takes the wax off, and the white pattern is below. So that's quite a fancy pattern to make out of wax, isn't it? But that's why that's her favorite outfit. And I love her little leggings that are wrapped. Have you guys been wearing a lot of leggings? I know we've been wearing a lot of leggings around our house, but none of ours are as pretty as hers. All right, let me see what else. Oh, her name, they say the first part of the girls' names are Ty, and the part of the boys' names are Van. So I'm sitting here with Miss Jenny, so her name would be Ty Jenny. But Isaiah's name would be Van Isaiah. Do you see how that works? Kind of fun, huh? So it tells you if you're a boy or a girl right off the bat. Another thing is they do their own rice. They grow it, and then it's being husked and ready to cook. Look at this little wooden machine down here. That's how they get their rice ready. So there's no minute rice there. All right. They also have some pretty cool animals, all right? In the hill tribe villages, people keep chickens and pigs for food and water buffaloes to pull the plow out in the fields. And her family also has a pet dog named Lou. Tylen's favorite animal is the piglet that belongs to one of her neighbors, so one of the tiny little pigs. All right, you want to see that water buffalo? I think that is so cool. Has anybody ever ridden a water buffalo? If you know VeggieTales, you know a song about water buffalo. I bet you're all singing it right now. Me too. Her school, she goes at 8 o'clock in the morning and finishes 3 hours later. So pretty fast for school, right? You know why that is, though? What do you think? It's because they have to go home and work, right? So instead of like you guys go to school for a few hours and then you have after school activities, they have to go home and help their parents and work. She likes literature and math and thinks they are easy. So she's a pretty smart little kid, isn't she? She speaks her tribal language of Dao at home and the national language of Vietnamese at school. Do you guys ever have Vietnamese food? Look at this yummy food. There's lemons and chili sauce and chicken and vegetables. And she eats with what? What do you think she eats with? Chopsticks. That's right, chopsticks. Who's good at chopsticks? I'm actually pretty good at chopsticks. I eat with them a lot. Are you guys good at chopsticks? Have you ever done it where your mom or dad puts the rubber band to help you eat with them? You should try it if you haven't before. All right, so this is, let me see. Oh, I want to show you one more game. There's a game that they play with sticks, and they put a small piece of fruit, and then they line up sticks, and then they throw it, and then they see who could pick up the most sticks. Now, have you ever heard of a game like that? Who's played pick up sticks? Anybody? Have you guys ever played pick up sticks where you throw them down and you bounce the ball and you pick them up as fast as you can? Yeah? Well, they have the same game. Here's the sticks laid out right there with a little piece of fruit. They don't have a bouncy ball, they have a piece of fruit instead. Well, I think that is pretty cool. You know, I do have a couple of friends that have lived in Vietnam. Do you guys know anybody? Yeah? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about little Ty Lin. She's quite pretty and quite a sweet little girl. And we'll talk about another little kid from somewhere else next time. All right? If you have ideas or want to learn about somebody from some specific place, tell me and I'll read it. All right? All right. You guys have a great day.